Okay, class in session. First thing, it is 1 o'clock and there's my shadow. At 1 o'clock, my shadow will always point north. So what that means is this house is facing south. What that means is it's cooking. So what this customer talked to me about was that his plants are not doing well. So as you may guess, now we had rain 3 days ago, and hear that? All right, an easy way to fix this problem is to put a really thick coat of soil conditioner or mulch in here. That will make that this ground has a lot more moisture in it, which will help these plants out a lot. They are hating life right now. Azaleas and gardenias are those that they like a little bit of shade. They can be in full sun if they're taken care of properly, but they like a little bit of shade. So the first thing that we're going to do with this is just put in a good thick coat of soil conditioner, and then we're going to put some more mulch over it. He wants mulch just because that's what he wants. So the dwarf gardenia right here, these pathetic looking guys, they can look nice if they have the right conditions and the right fertility. Gardenia are a heavy feeder. They need a lot of fertilizer, and they really benefit from Epsom salts, magnesium sulfate. They like magnesium. These guys, they look pathetic last year. I see a lot of new growth on them. You can see the lighter, you can see the dark leaves, and then you can see the light leaves. And that tells me that they're still alive, there's still hope. So, what else? Some of the other things, his yard looks very, very thin. I'm going to talk to him about putting some lime and fertilizer out. He doesn't have an irrigation system. So another thing that I would recommend is if we can, he wanted, like, I'll put it like this, spend your customers' money wisely. That is our responsibility as a designer. Spend our customer money wisely. He wanted big plants like this, and I was like, I can get it, but we're gonna have to get a mobile probably to find it. So instead of putting his money into big plants like that, which will, if put in here, will go right back to the pathetic condition these are in, let's spend his money on what will make this successful. So that's what I would recommend on that. Other things, this guy right here, people forget that things grow. This guy right there is the same thing as that, and this is only halfway grown. It's gonna get way too big, which if it was a big oak tree, I wouldn't care, but it wants to get wide, and those branches are all gonna get into their space right there. So what else? I guess that's about it on this job. One other thing that we may do is instead of spending his money on big bushes, we may spend his money on a spigot irrigation system, which will grow his small bushes into big bushes. That's really important. We want to grow small bushes into big bushes. Oh, shoot. There's their spigot. So you can't really run a hose across here, so that's unfortunate. But I am going to look over here on this other side to see if there's a spigot on the other side. We can put a spigot timer on there. We could probably put a sprinkler right here and just have all of this in here watered for a fraction of the cost.